What's going on? What's going on, Cold World? Young K.LaNe Hotel coming at you live and direct today, man. I'm out here in traffic. You already know what it is. Out here in traffic, you feel me? I hope all is well with you and yours today, man. Listen, how can I be of service to you today? How can I be of service to you today? You know, I know in previous videos I was mentioning things about business. And yes, I definitely feel like I can help somebody get something off the ground. Am I the expert on every subject or topic at hand? Nah. But guess what? I know a little something, man, to get that ball rolling. You feel me? And it just so happens that, you know, the good Lord has blessed me to know a little bit of something about a lot of things. You dig what I'm saying? With that being said, if you are a person that, you know, your business is up to par, you know, your finances may be in order, but the thing that's bothering you is the war that you're having within yourself. Oh, man, I can definitely relate. You dig? But look, check this out. I told you that big homie, God, has given me that gift to be able to see greatness in other people. Despite what I may go through, I'm always still keenly tapped in to the greatness of others. Oh yes, don't get it twisted. I still recognize the greatness in myself. That's why we're talking about it, right? But yet and still, I love to acknowledge and highlight and expose and illuminate the greatness in others. It does my heart great joy to do such a thing. If you are a person right now, man, that's, you know, like I said, dealing with some traumatic events, I know you've heard this before, but you know, life gets better. It's definitely easier said than done when it comes to applying that to life in general. Understanding that, yes, it is a brighter day. But I'm not going to lie to you. It does take radical action to bring about change in your life. It doesn't just fall out the sky. It takes a serious dedication within yourself. You have to make that decision that you want better. It's not easy. The journey is not easy because you're still fighting against your old self. The biggest enemy is going to be yourself. You're going to have people that say the worst to you, that do the worst to you. But just know, at the end of the day, that still the biggest enemy is yourself. Why? Why do you say that, Chris? Why do you say that? I don't been through this. You know what I'm saying, folks stab me in the back, and yes, I won't say we have all endured that, but quite a few people have endured a lot of things in life to learn lessons from, or gain wisdom from, or probably change them for the worse sometimes in life. Yet and still, the fact remains is you got to make that decision within yourself. To allow that thing, whatever happens to you, to add strength to your character. Resilience and all the other stuff like that, man, it comes with the territory when you just make that decision to keep pushing. It ain't easy, man. No, it ain't easy, but it's better than being where you were, being in that mental place that you were in. You feel me? I repeat again, it ain't easy, but it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, you're fighting for your own peace. You're fighting for your own freedom, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You dig what I'm saying? You can be wealthy all on the outside all day. But what happens is, if you're not rich within, then you will spend your money finding happiness and joy in things that bring temporary pleasure. You dig what I'm saying? We all are guilty of this thing. Now, don't get it twisted. We all have our vices. That's all that is, right? Some are more grandiose than others, right? Life is also about balance. We all looking for peace of mind. We all looking for, you know, abundance in our life, but balance as well is key. I'm learning that more and more on a daily basis. daily basis, I promise you. Balance is very key. You know, I am a Libra, so you talking about them scale game, balance, you dig what I'm saying? But nevertheless, that's not the whole, I just threw that little fun fact out there. But yeah, man, balance, man. I'm learning this every day. Look, when I talk to y'all, don't ever think that I'm coming from a place of perfection. Ever think I'm coming from a place of perfection. Like I'm talking from a place where I just got it all together and this and that. Nah, my friend. Nah, that is not the case. It just so happens as I'm going through things, I'm recognizing, it's weird. It's almost like if you watch the Da Vinci Code, and if you're familiar with that movie, my life and how things happen, I feel like the main character that was talking to Tom Hanks, that lady, how she was somewhat trained and she didn't even know it by her grandfather, and he was teaching her things through little games and stuff like that, and she didn't even know what kind of access she had to certain hidden knowledge and codes of life and et cetera, et cetera. If you haven't watched that movie, man, tap in. But nevertheless, look, that's how I feel at times. I definitely feel like that at times. It's like, oh man, eureka, a light bulb go off in your head. Because it's like, okay, you go through a situation and I'm like, man, I heard of this before. Or I seen this before, right? And you see it play out right in front of you, right? So what do you do with that information? Because all of us have that access in different forms. That's how life is playing out for a lot of us. And you just make that decision, man, and you take that, and instead of you being bitter about the things that happen to you, you recognize your fault in it. What do you mean your fault? How is it my fault if somebody did? Well, it gets to the core of it. As you continue to know more about yourself, it would allow you to understand who you are. As I always refer to life as a universal highway, you will always know what type of make and model vehicle you are. As you see, I am driving a vehicle, right? All right. Now, a lot of us would like to feel like we're foreign or the best of the best at the top of the line. You know what I'm saying? And whether you feel like that or not, understand what type of vehicle you are and recognize in life that a lot of your relationships really don't work out because you are out of alignment. You know, if God made you to be a Mercedes out here and all you're doing is linking up with Fords and Toyotas, you know what I'm saying, then you're going to see to a degree why the relationship has its limits. It has its limitations. It's two different motors under the hood, meaning it's two different type of brains, two different type of thinking, two different levels of thinking, two different levels of maintenance. One requires an oil change once a year, and another just simply requires maintenance every couple thousand miles, however you want to say it, however you want to put it, cut it, slice it. The point being is this: when they say know thyself, is a very powerful thing because it helps you to distinguish between what's good for you and what's bad for you. And let me say this is the reason why I say that we are our biggest enemy, is because you are the one who determines or settles, that's the best word I want to say, the things that go on around you, and you're not cool, you're settling. You are settling. Like they say, you teach people how to treat you, you're settling. Now, as I speak to you, I speak to myself. We are settling too much out here. They say life is what you make of it. So every day, the key is to wake up with the pure focus and understanding that I got another chance to right my wrongs and get it right. Or to make this a brighter day. It sounds so cliche, but the power lies within your own mind. The things that you speak from your mouth. We have the power to speak things into existence, whether it's good or bad. And a lot of times in our life, the hurts and the pains that we've experienced is people using that sword to cut and slice. For some reason in our community, it is considered to be a weak thing when people show affection or openly show love or, give compliments. Things of that level. For some reason in our community, it's considered to be a weakness, or you kissing ass, or you doing too much, or things of that nature. I get it. I get it. The times that we are in. But it also goes down to just nature. And you think about law of attraction. When you want something too much and your energy goes to it too much, you push it away. When it says resist the devil and he will flee, it starts to make sense. When you start giving something energy, your energy, things begin to change. A lot of us got to take our power back. How many places in your life are you giving unnecessary energy to? How many areas in your life? What are you neglecting in your life that would bring about the greatest change? And that's why I say at the end of the day, despite what's going on around you, despite how people handle you and treat you, the biggest enemy you have is yourself. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, please understand that. As I speak to you, I speak to myself. Much love, always. Much love, always, man. Always. I am your K.LaNe Hotel. I'm out here. Peace. HiDDeN.